Good morning, everybody. We're grateful that you're here with us today. My name is Joe. Am I on? Perfect. Good. I'm the service coordinator for today here at All Souls Church, where our mission is to seek truth, practice love, and celebrate life. Our principle for today's service is respect for the interdependent web of all existence, of which we are a part, and we're very lucky to have Kelli Bultena from the Great Plains Zoo here with us today to expound on that during the sermon. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you've been with us for a long time, you are welcome here. Whatever faiths you have known or not known, whatever your heritage, you are welcome here. Whatever questions you hold, whatever truths you seek, whatever sorrow you have known and whatever joy has filled your heart, you are welcome here. Whoever you are and whomever you love, you are welcome here. Now for a few announcements. I call your attention to the printed announcements in our order of service, and I would especially call attention to we're changing up the sort of church cleanup / volunteer a little bit for a couple of months over the winter. Rather than asking people to come in on a Saturday morning for an hour or so, we're going to try to get maybe a few more hands involved right after Sunday service for about like 15 minutes. Today we have need for some leaf pickup in general, sort of exterior cleanup outside before the snow flies, because I imagine it will, at least eventually. And then we have a need in the spiritual education office as well for a few hands to kind of sort through some things and haul out some stuff that either is dirty or no longer relevant. So meet me down there right after the service if you are interested in helping out. Hanukkah celebration is today at the Empire Mall near the children's play area at 3:30 p.m. Everyone's invited to that. It's free for all ages. Thanks to everybody for the Rosebud donations. The All Souls community, this may be a record year for us because the many items of clothing, books, and 684 servings of all sorts of non-perishable food. That's impressive. Thank you for your generosity in fulfilling the unmet needs for children of our own state. The fellowship team has scheduled a parents' night out for Friday, 12/15 from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Team will be showing a Christmas movie for children at the church so that parents can have a night to go shopping or just go out. Allison, I hope you heard that. I did not see this. Apparently there will be a hanging of the greens, potluck and fun. I hope that's not in reference to us. I hope that's... I just did the "you are welcome here" speech, and all of a sudden we have the hanging of the greens, I see. That's going to be Saturday evening, 12/16 at 6 p.m. for a potluck supper, followed by decorating the church for the holidays. That assuages my fears. Bring a dish and or a beverage to share. Chili will be provided. All are welcome to hang the greens as we enjoy the fellowship of each other and put up our 2 Christmas trees as well as other holiday decorations. Contact Joy Hemble, chair of the Sunday morning program team, if you have any questions. Thank you, Joy. Join us next Sunday to hear Reverend Jean Morrow reflect on walking on the fuzzy edge of truth. Jean always puts together a good program, great one to come to. She's back by quote-unquote popular demand, as her messages have always been thoughtful and inspiring. If you have an announcement that you would like printed in the order of service, please contact the church administrator before noon on Wednesday, and the email address is provided in the bulletin. And on the back side, you can find a QR code or a link to get set up for donations, whether that would be on an offering type basis or whether that would be for annual pledges, as well as a list of the upcoming events at the church. Are there any other brief announcements?
There will be an extremely brief membership committee meeting in the library after the service. Thank you.
Sure, yep. Our president would like a reminder that the board meeting is this Thursday at, if I recall right, 6:30, right, John? Oh, 6:30 upstairs in the chapel, and everyone, I believe, is welcome to attend that. The board will discuss, and if you have anything that you would like to bring to the attention of the board, email one or all of us beforehand to get on the agenda, please. Last call for announcements. Going twice. Seeing none, we'll move on. Oh, yeah, Edie.
Edie Hapke, and I just want to show off my shirt. Aloha came from my bro and sis who went to Hawaii recently. So, aloha.
Lovely, thank you, Edie. Carol will play our interlude. Was lovely, Carol. Thank you. Now it's time for the chalice lighting. Scott, would you mind? The reading today will be number 453. May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, Spirit of Freedom. It's labeled as the Passover Haggadah. First song today is In Your Gray Hymnal. This is a favorite of mine, and so I imagine anytime you see me up here on the lectern, you will hear this song. It is number 108, My Life Flows On in Endless Song. Please stand as you're able. That was nice, everyone. Thank you. Our first reading today is 525, titled Web. There is no responsorial on this. Intricate and untraceable, weaving and interweaving, dark strand with light. Designed beyond all spiderly contrivance to link, not to entrap. Elation, grief, joy, contrition entwined, shaking, changing, forever forming, transforming. All praise to the great web. This is by Denise Levertov. I've worked hard in my old age to be a bigger fan of spiders. Yeah, no doubt, yes. And now it's time for our story for all ages. Kelli Bultena will be reading, what's the title?
This is I Love the Earth by Todd Parr.
I Love the Earth by Todd Parr.
I'd like to welcome all of the children up if you'd like to come and hear a story today. Hi. Hello. How are you guys today? Good? I have brought one of my favorite books. Have you ever read this book? It's called I Love the Earth. So we're going to jump right in, okay? Every one of us can help protect the earth and make it feel good. Remember, if we take care of it, it will take care of us. Love, Todd. That's a message from the author. I love the earth, and I want to help take care of it. I love the trees, and I want the owls to have a place to live. I love the fish, and I want the oceans to stay blue. I love watching things grow, and I want there to be enough food for everyone. I love the polar bears, and I want the snowmen to stay cool. I love to walk barefoot in the grass and shop at the farmer's market. I love the animals. I want them to be safe all around the world. I love the stars, and I want the air to be clear so I can see them sparkle. I love the earth, and I want us all to be happy and healthy. 10 ways I can help the earth. Number 1, turn off the lights. Number 2, recycle. Number 3, save my leftovers. Number 4, be nice to the worms. Do you guys like worms? Amen. Yeah. Number 5, share a book. Number 6, plant a tree. Number 7, use both sides of the paper. Number 8, save water. Number 9, clean up trash. And number 10, keep the fridge door shut. Do you guys think you can do some of those things? Yeah? Well, thank you for listening to me today. Would you like to take this and add this to our library here at church? Okay, thank you. I appreciate you guys coming up and listening to my story. You have a good rest of your morning.
Let's sing the children out. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. In our congregation, we've found it helpful to share the ups and downs of our lives by the practice of taking a stone, warming it in our hand, expressing our thoughts of joy or concern, and then placing the stone in the water so that the ripples of the water carry our joys and concerns out into the world. I'll begin by taking this stone to, depart a little bit from my usual. I try to keep at least the first one to a joy, but on my commute, many of you know I live a little ways outside of town, about half an hour. And on my commute, there have been a couple of pretty iconic groves or copses, I guess, small groupings of trees for the last two and a half years that we've lived out there, and you can kind of mark the commute by where these trees are. And over the last week, they've all been ripped out. Trees that have stood there for the better part of 100 years have been ripped unceremoniously from the ground and burned where they are. And it was just so sad to watch these living beings be cut down with no use. You know, I guess the first one, the land will be tilled. But the second one is, it's in a creek bottom in a cow pasture. There's no reason to tear those down. So I express my concern and sadness for these trees that are no longer there. And I invite you, if you have a joy or a concern, to come forward and please form a line on either side where we will try to orderly get through our joys and concerns. Thank you. Someone can be first.
Okay, my name's Eric. Last Friday afternoon, my wife and I went to a concert, and it was held in the old courthouse. There were tables, and there was a table that had a couple empty spots, so maybe we sit down and join you. Sure. Well, being a northern, being a Minnesotan or a Swede or whatever, there's something about that. You've got to talk with the other people at the table long enough until you find you know someone in common. And it took us 3 minutes to find out that the people across the table were friends of Bob and Madeline Farragans, who were members of this church for quite a few years. And so we were able to talk to them about Bob and Madeline and bring back a lot of memories that they had, a lot of memories that Pat and I had. So this is just a simple joy in the memory of old friends.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Another ongoing concern for all the people, the families, the children, the many agencies working in the Palestine area in Gaza, just a lot of people whose hearts are rending and trying to bring help to a whole bunch of people in a variety of ways. So just a real concern and a heart going out to all the people who love and are needing love. So thank you.
Good morning. My daughter moved away 15 months ago, and we've had some struggles, and she's coming for a visit today, and she's applying for a job here in town, and so it will be really nice to see her and reconnect.
Hi, I'm Janet. And I have some concerns for Scott now. He has having some problems with muscle spasms. Can't figure out what's going on. They come and go, and so it's an ongoing problem we need to figure out.
The school that my daughter has been going to since she was 5 is closing on December 15th. And we're just hoping for everything to go smoothly in the future.
I have two joys. This last week I received two wonderful cards from people representing the congregation in support of the fall I had, and thank you very much. And then the other joy is I have a new walker, and that one is for outside, and the other one I had here, before, that's for inside. So that will work real well. This one is really sturdy, has a seat, and already I've been able to walk down to the park about 4 or 5 blocks from our house.
Wonderful. Yes. Now put in this final stone, symbolizing all the joys and concerns that were unsaid and those that remain unspoken. Now let's pause for a moment for silent reflection as we consider what we've just heard and what is in our own hearts and in our own minds. Our second song today is in your gray hymnal, number 347, Gather the Spirit. Please rise as you're able and willing. Our second reading today is number 550, We Belong to the Earth. I'll read the Roman text, and together we'll read the italicized. This we know, the earth does not belong to us, we belong to the earth. This we know, all things are connected, like the blood which unites one family. All things are connected. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the sons and daughters of the earth. We did not weave the web of life, we are merely a strand in it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. And that's attributed to Chief Noah South. Our message today will be given by Kelli Bultena of the Great Plains Zoo here in Sioux Falls. Kelli, I don't know much else about you, so you'll have to introduce yourself a bit to us. And yeah, okay, wonderful. Come on up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for making me feel so welcome. So I received an email from Paul earlier this year, and he suggested I come and chat with you all about zoos and how they fit into that big interconnected web of existence we're all a part of. So I've been pondering that, and today I want to share some thoughts with you on the profound connection between zoos, our Unitarian Universalist faith, and our commitment to respecting the web of existence. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelli Bultena. Thank you for the introduction. I've been a member here at All Souls since 2010, learning, making friends, and diving into my UU faith. Although, to be honest, I might feel like a stranger to some of you. I have been MIA for about the past 3 years. You know, COVID happened, and it was hard to get back. We also had some major life changes. So I went back to school and switched gears from owning a newspaper business to becoming the HR director at the Great Plains Zoo about 2 years ago. And my husband, Jason, is here with me today, and we're official empty nesters now, so that's a new change for us, which we're adjusting to quite well, I must say. We do have a few other living beings with us at home, my corgi Teddy, and our 8 chickens, which we also adore. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about how I got to the zoo and then some of the projects that we're working on that I think you guys would be really interested in and how I feel that connects with our UU faith. So when I moved to from the newspaper industry after 25 years of doing that to human resources, one of the things that I focused on was what type of business I wanted to be a part of and what type of industry spoke to me. So honestly, working at a zoo was a dream. Since we have pretty limited options here and I wasn't planning to move, I thought that idea might be far-fetched. However, the position of HR director opened at the Great Plains Zoo at the exact time I was selling my newspaper business, and I thought it was destiny. So, or as Deepak Chopra calls it, synchro destiny. So for those of you who are audiobook fans, I had that one on repeat for a year. The timing of this job opportunity just felt like the stars aligning with my dreams. So I do adore animals, but I also resonate deeply with the zoo's mission, which is creating connection and protecting our natural world. It's so simple. And it was a mission that seamlessly aligned with my UU faith and my newfound career in HR. So that brings us to today, the role of zoos in the web of existence. So as Unitarian Universalists, we hold that 7th principle near and dear. Respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. I absolutely love this one. And for my many years teaching RE, I call it the violet one. Value the connections in all creations. So when I think about that, I picture a delicate spider's web, glistening in the morning dew, stretched between a towering tree and a humble blade of grass. And that little blade of grass, as fragile as it may seem, cradles that spider's creation just as profound as that mighty tree. And that's the idea that really speaks to me, that everything in the universe is connected regardless of its size and scale. So I must acknowledge, I don't know that zoos all share this mission, but I'm grateful to be a part of Sioux Falls and the Great Plains Zoo here, where they put a really strong emphasis on animal welfare, conservation, and education. So our education animals are often referred to as ambassador animals. They're representatives for their entire species. And there's a famous conservation saying that goes, people will not protect what they don't care about, and they won't care about what they have never experienced. And that underscores the importance of educating and inspiring folks about the value of nature, wildlife, and the urgent need for conservation efforts. And I think that's what organizations like the Great Plains Zoo and the Butterfly House and Aquarium do. They educate and inspire. For me in HR, every day I get to see the passion of dedicated animal care professionals that put well-being first for our animals, whether it's meeting nutritional needs, providing enriching experiences that mimic their natural habitats, or improving their enclosures. The organizations here in Sioux Falls are wholeheartedly committed to creating an environment where animals can thrive. And many of these animals are endangered species, like our eastern black rhinos and the recently added American red wolves. So in June, the Great Plains Zoo announced the births of 6 critically endangered red wolves. These pups were born to parents who came to the zoo in last October, from facilities in Washington and Texas. And red wolves are currently the most endangered canid species in the world, with only about 2 dozen living in the wild. So it's very impressive that we can see 6 here in Sioux Falls. The wolves at the Great Plains Zoo are part of the Red Wolf Species Survival Plan, which aims to breed pairs with the greatest possible genetic diversity with the goal of bolstering the wild population. So I'm sure you've also heard that in January of this year, the Great Plains Zoo joined forces with the Butterfly House and Aquarium. So we've officially merged into one organization operating on 2 different campuses. This partnership has allowed us to envision a future that is just filled with amazing possibilities. I am very excited to see what's coming next. But just this summer, we saw the construction of a hoop house on zoo grounds that's dedicated to preserving a declining species of butterfly called the Dakota skipper. It's native to the prairie lands of the upper Midwest. It's a tiny but essential pollinator that has seen significant decline due to the habitat loss. So we've teamed up with the Minnesota Zoo, with the biologists at the Butterfly House and Aquarium here in Sioux Falls leading the charge. They're going to rebuild the Dakota skipper population, and then our conservation director is scouting potential release sites here at near Good Earth State Park. So I think that project really epitomizes the dedication to the critical local pollinator species. Pollinators, of course, play a pivotal role in our world, responsible for 1/3 of the food that we eat and maintaining ecosystems and habitats for countless creatures, including us. So in addition to our work with the Dakota skipper and the American red wolf, we have another inspiring conservation endeavor taking place right here in South Dakota. In September and October, just the last couple months, some of their animal care professionals from the Great Plains Zoo traveled to the other side of the state, where dedicated conservationists are working tirelessly to protect and restore the habitat of the black-footed ferret. This is in partnership with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. So the black-footed ferret is one of North America's most endangered mammals. It has a tumultuous history. It was thought to be extinct in the 20th century, but then a small population was miraculously discovered in Wyoming. So since then, collaborative efforts have been underway to save the species from the brink of extinction. What makes this so cool is South Dakota's Native American reservations have played a crucial role in this effort. These lands have provided a vital sanctuary for the black-footed ferret, where dedicated conservationists work hand in hand with the tribal communities to reintroduce and protect these elusive creatures. They come out at night. So by restoring their prairie habitat and employing innovative breeding and release programs, we're slowly and steadily seeing the black-footed ferret population grow. The ferrets are key indicators of a healthy ecosystem. They help manage prairie dog populations, and they themselves are food sources for larger predators like owls, coyotes, and badgers. They're important members of the ecosystem, both as predators and prey on the prairie. So while traveling to Lower Brule this past 2 months, they went to Lower Brule and the Wind Cave National Park. The 2 teams that we sent from the Great Plains Zoo contributed to 350 survey hours to spotlight, trap, and vaccinate the ferrets. This work is not only a testament to the power of collaboration, but also a shining example of how communities can come together to protect and preserve endangered species. I think it's a beautiful illustration of the 7th principle: respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. Every ferret that roams these lands reminds us of that interconnectedness of all life and the responsibility that we have to care for and protect that diverse web of existence that we share. I think it's so special also to see projects like this taking place in our own backyard right here in South Dakota. The more I learn about the role of zoos in conservation efforts, the more excited I get to support the passion of those professionals who care so much about the natural world. I feel really lucky to be able to support a staff that brings so much enthusiasm to what they do day in and day out. I think it's so rewarding to be a part of that collaborative and compassionate energy and to surround myself with other people who care so much about our natural world. One of the quotes that I found from Chief Luther Standing Bear that I thought was very appropriate, and I loved Joe's selections for today. I thought it really encompassed the message that we have. This is the quote from Chief Luther Standing Bear. "Those who have known the earth, who have breathed its air and felt its heartbeat, know that nothing is separate, that everything is connected, and that all is one." I think it's crucial that each of us discovers our own unique ways to help protect our natural world. Whether that's picking up litter, recycling at home or work, providing a safe haven for animals at our homes, or supporting the conservation efforts of endangered species. Every action matters. Every action, big or small, contributes to the intricate tapestry of life, where even a single blade of grass can serve a purpose as profound as that of a mighty tree. I want to thank you today for making me feel so welcome and for letting me share some ideas with you about zoos, conservation, and our UU faith. I hope that we can all continue to embrace the interconnectedness of the world around us. And I would encourage all of you to check out the Great Plains Zoo and the Butterfly House and Aquarium, either in person or on Facebook, to see some of these amazing animals and learn more about the local conservation efforts taking place right here at home. So I will be around for circle discussion, for questions, and to talk more with you all. I hope that you feel that I provided some information and background on the zoo and the conservation efforts they have ongoing, and feel that you are a little more connected to that mission that they have. I thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. 24 American red wolves in the wild?
20? Yeah, 2 dozen, so yeah, 24.
That's,
Is that crazy?
I mean, and what are the odds on species survival without then human intervention? Like 0, I suppose? Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. Okay, well, now it is time that we ask for your help to do the work of the church through an offering. Half of today's cash funds in today's collection plates will be donated to the Great Plains Zoo right here in Sioux Falls, doing the awesome work that you guys are doing. Yeah, we're good. I may be going off script, and I'm sorry. I invite you to say with me the words to receive our offering, printed in your order of service. We give these gifts freely. We receive these gifts gratefully. We dedicate these gifts to the work of our congregation, serving human wholeness, caring for our planet, upholding religious freedom, welcoming the stranger, and loving one another. Our third and final song today is in your gray hymnal, number 79, No Number Tallies Nature Up. Please rise as you're able. words to that song were by Ralph Waldo Emerson. I just noticed. Our final reading is number 457. No responsorial on this one. Let's just read it together. But I am only one. I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I cannot do. Edward Everett Hale. Thus concludes the service. Carol will play our postlude. Oh, we need to extinguish the chalice. I'm sorry. Thanks, Carol. The chalice is extinguished, but the light goes out with us out into the world. Now our postlude. Thank you. Please join us downstairs for fellowship. And also, remember, we have a couple of tasks that folks could help with, and the membership committee will be meeting briefly in the library. Oh, and discussion group will begin at 11:15, 11:20? 11:20 today. Oh, I feel bad. Jason, I've been talking to you guys like you don't know what exactly the service is, but you guys know better than I do. Also, I feel like I know you from somewhere.
I work for Auto Body Specialties in Sioux Falls here, where we service
Yeah.
body shops and that. Paint.
So you know Crystal Jansma then? I think,
Yeah.
I don't know if she's still there. I know she was.
She's over at 190.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
I know her well. She was at Abra for a while.
Abra, that's right. Yeah, she was Abra. Yep.
And then now she left there, went and tried some insurance job, and then now she's over at 190.
Got it.
In their
Got
body
it.
shop over there, so I see her every Thursday.
Okay. I wonder if, did you have a Lloyd connection at all? Lloyd companies?
No.
Nope.
Kids.